Hey folks, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into all things Cleveland Browns. As we gear up for what could be a pivotal game this Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers, the buzz around Berea is electric. There's been no shortage of speculation about our quarterback situation, especially with a young talent stepping into the spotlight after just 6 quarters of action. Whispers of internal decisions and potential drama have fans on edge, but rest assured, I've got the latest straight from the sources. Today, we're unpacking the real story behind the bench, the rumors swirling, and what it all means for our Browns as they chase that first back-to-back win since late 2023. Let's get into it. No fluff, just facts. Alright, let's cut to the chase. Shedeur Sanders, our 5th-round rookie quarterback out of Colorado, has done enough in his limited action to earn a second straight start this weekend against the 49ers, even as former starter Dillon Gabriel has cleared the concussion protocol and is back to full health. This comes straight from head coach Kevin Stefanski's camp, and it's a huge vote of confidence in the kid after he showed poise and promise in his debut outing. But before we get to the good stuff, let's address the elephant in the room that's been haunting Browns Nation for weeks. Theories and rumors suggesting Stefanski was deliberately sabotaging Sanders by sticking with Gabriel for the first 9 weeks of the season. Yeah, it's wild, but it's out there, fueled by frustrated fans and armchair analysts wondering why we didn't give the rookie a shot sooner. I spoke with sources close to the team, and while nothing's been officially confirmed on the delay, Stefanski's always been tight-lipped about personnel moves. The timeline points to a cautious approach. Remember, Sanders was a 5th-round pick, not a first-round savior like some expected. The coaching staff wanted to see him in practice, absorb the offense, and avoid throwing him to the wolves too early, especially with a defense that's been carrying the load this year. Gabriel, for all his inconsistencies, was the established guy coming off a solid preseason. But after 6 quarters where Sanders completed over 65% of his passes, threw for 280 yards and a touchdown with no picks, it's clear the light bulb went on upstairs. Stefanski's not one to rush these decisions. He's methodical, like when he benched Baker Mayfield back in the day or adjusted after the Deshaun Watson trade fallout. This feels like a calculated pivot now that the evidence is on the field. Fast forward to Wednesday's media session, and Sanders himself was hit with the sabotage question head-on by a reporter looking to stir the pot. The kid handled it like a pro, classy, composed, no drama. So you just want to start trouble, he shot back with a smirk, diffusing the tension right away and forcing the pivot. When pressed deeper, Sanders kept it real. What people do outside the building is really not in my control or in my power. I don't act like I go out there and tell them to do whatever, so that's nothing I can control or nothing I can do. But overall, I'm just happy to be here. Coach Stefanski's been coaching since I got here, and he's been doing a very good job with everything that's been going on. That's vintage Shedeur cool under pressure, just like his dad Dayan taught him. He didn't bite on the bait, didn't fuel the fire. Instead, he doubled down on positivity when asked about his relationship with Stefanski. Just like a coach, he tells me what to do on and off the field, and we've definitely grown. Our relationship and everything has grown, so I'm just thankful to be here. From what I am hearing inside the facility, this isn't lip service. Sanders has been putting in extra film work, building rapport with the vets like Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward, and earning respect in the locker room. Sources say Stefanski's praised his preparation privately, noting how he's adapted to the pro-style offense faster than anticipated despite coming from a spread system in college. Before that exchange, Sanders took a moment to shout out the team, which speaks volumes about his mindset. I always wish the best and I do everything I can for this team and for everybody. I got a great defense, got a great team, got a great receiver, so I'm just thankful. His spot on the defense has been lights out, ranking top in points allowed, and with weapons like Amari Cooper and a resurgent Nick Chubb in the backfield, Sanders isn't walking into a barren situation. He emphasized belief. It's about belief. The reason why I'm so confident in the way I am is the guys around believe. So that's what's most important. You gotta have guys that believe. And I'm fully confident myself through everything, and I'm confident in my team, and I'm sure they're confident in me also. Looking ahead to his first home start at Huntington Bank Field on Sunday, November 30th at 1 p.m. against a 49ers squad that's still dangerous despite their up-and-down year, Sanders is locked in. I feel like it'll be very fun. You gotta understand right now I'm in grind mode. Mentally understanding how to attack this defense that we're going against. They're a great team, they got great coaches and everything. But that's where I am mentally right now. The 49ers front 7, led by Nick Bosa, will test him early, but with Stefanski's play calling, expect some quick rhythms and bootlegs to neutralize the pass rush. Sanders has the tools. His arm talent is elite. Scouts raved about his accuracy on the move, and we've already seen flashes against the Steelers last week. Now circling back to the why on the delay, insiders hint at ties to Stefanski's evaluation process post by week. Gabriel's concussion opened the door, but even before that, practice reps showed Sanders grasping protections and audibles better than Gabriel in recent weeks. The coach isn't admitting any sabotage, obviously, but the optics were poor, sticking with a guy who's turned the ball over 12 times in 9 starts. It raised eyebrows, especially as the Browns sit at 4-6, fighting for a wildcard spot. This move to Sanders could signal a youth movement or at least a fresh spark. If he delivers, it might lock him in as the future, considering his draft pedigree and the uncertainty around Gabriel's long-term fit. Contract-wise, Sanders is on a rookie deal 4 years, about $4.2 million guaranteed, so there's low risk in developing him. Compare that to Watson's albatross. Stefanski's learning from past mistakes, prioritizing scheme fit over splash. Physically, Sanders checks out, 6'2", 215 pounds, mobile enough to extend plays without being a statue. His college stats over 12,000 yards, 135 TDs translate, but the NFL's a different beast. Early returns, 0 sacks in his partial starts, smart decisions under duress. The vestierio's buzzing positively, no leaks of discord, which is huge after the Odell Beckham Jr. saga years back. Tactically, expect Stefanski to lean on the run game early against San Francisco's secondary vulnerabilities. Chubb's averaging 4.8 yards per carry lately, and with Sanders' accuracy, play action could open things up. The commission's projecting at least 200 yards passing, 1 TD, no turnovers for a W short term. A win here gets us to 5-6, keeps playoff hopes alive. Medium term, if Sanders solidifies the role, it stabilizes the QB carousel that's plagued us since 2020. It's refreshing to see this poise from Sanders at 22. In a league where rookies crack under media scrutiny, Caleb Williams comes to mind. He's sidestepping distractions, focusing on football. That home crowd, it'll be roaring, especially after the recent drought of back-to-back wins. Last time was Week 16-17 of 2023, beating the Jets and Ravens to sneak into the playoffs. History could repeat if Sanders channels that primetime energy. Wrapping this up, the sabotage talk is noise. Stefanski's decisions are about winning even if they frustrate. Sanders' response shows maturity beyond his years, and this start could be a turning point. Browns fans, what do you think? Is Shedeur the guy, or should we pump the brakes? Drop your takes in the comments, like if you're a hype for Sunday, and subscribe for every update as it happens. I'm your insider for all Browns news, Rappaport style, fast, factual, and first. See you next time.